All right.
All right, Zero. So we had Gamescom opening night live happen today, this Tuesday, uh, August 23rd. This is usually the end of the summer, I guess, announcements that are happening because I think Gamescom is the big one that they have for the summer after E3. But this is also the start of the fall streams that happen. And are expecting, I think, a lot of studios and a lot of companies to have their own streams announcing games that are coming in the fall. One I can think of right away. Nintendo didn't have a big one this past summer, so I would expect a September stream. Ubisoft, more than likely. EA. Sony's probably going to have a state of play. I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox has one as well. So with that being said, Zero, what do you think is going to have? Who do you think is going to have streams coming out in the fall, and which ones are you looking forward to?
Um, PlayStation should have a state of play soon,
Yes.
especially since Q4 will be coming up, and I think with a bunch of the big name IPs for Sony coming out in Q4, everyone's going to want to know what's coming up for Q1 of 2023.
Right.
So that one I can say with relative confidence will likely happen soon. Nintendo, that's another one that's a definite sure shot because again, just everyone pretty much has a good idea on the holiday plans for Nintendo, but everyone wants to know what is beyond the New Year's horizon and everything for Nintendo.
Right. I think the only
Um,
thing Nintendo has announced they're doing a Treehouse Live this week with Splatoon and Harvestella. So I don't think they're going to show more off of those two games, but they definitely have to discuss what they're doing in like you said, the fall and like January, February. So yeah.
Ubisoft, I could maybe see them do something, especially since I could see some sort of collaboration with Nintendo for the new Mario and Rabbids game.
Yeah.
Not too 100% confident on that because I know a lot of their stuff is due to come out in the next couple months,
Mhm.
and um, I know there's been potential rumored talk that they may be looking to sell to Tencent. So Ubisoft is a little bit of a wild card in my opinion. Microsoft, with the Xbox brand, I think they have something going on this Thursday.
Oh, that's right, they do. But I'm not entirely sure, but I think they're just showing more off of games they've already announced. Might be wrong,
Okay.
but I will definitely watch that and we'll discuss it on our Discord if that happens.
Yeah. But as far as stuff that I'm excited for, usually for me, Nintendo has always been fun for me. Just
Right.
I don't really, I don't really feel disappointed. Just usually it's a good time. My expectations are pretty low, but that's mostly because just I know it's Nintendo, so it's just like, uh, I'm sure whatever they have will be neat, and whatever they have that's mind blowing, that will be mind blowing. So just kind of where I am with that. But
Right.
that's really kind of my opinion on what I think I'm most looking forward to.
Okay. I actually agree with you mostly. Nintendo always has good direct streams. Even though a lot of the games they announce are better on other consoles, they tend to have the more interesting announcements. So I don't think I might be wrong. Well, they're going to probably show off Bayonetta 3 because that's coming out in October. I don't think they have any other big announcements coming this year. I think it's going to be Sparks of Hope and it's going to be Bayonetta 3, and that's kind of it, I think. I
Yeah,
don't like there's nothing that makes me think that like Metroid Prime remake is coming. I don't think that's happening. I think that's going to be a next year thing. What else? But yeah, when Nintendo usually has the best announcements for games you weren't expecting. So I always look forward to their directs. Ubisoft, it would be interesting if they finally show off the Sands of Time remake, or maybe Beyond Good and Evil 2, but I doubt that's going to happen for either. They would probably talk about Skull and Bones a little more on that stream. I think September will probably be where all the streams happen, to be completely honest. Sony, I think, probably will have an interesting stream. They probably have to show more of Street Fighter. They will probably have to show... They're probably going to show more of God of War before it comes out. They have other properties that they can talk about. Yeah, I mean, Sony could have something interesting. Capcom could talk more. Definitely go more into detail on a Street Fighter and the new Resident Evil and Resident Evil 4 remake. I mean, they could do that. Xbox... I can see Xbox doing a stream November, December to really kick off the next year. I don't see them doing it. I don't see them doing a stream in September when they have nothing to show until probably January, February. I think that'll be a November, December stream. EA will probably have something. They're gonna probably talk about Dead Space. What other companies? I can't think of anything more else, really. THQ Nordic just had theirs last week, so they're pretty much set. I doubt Embracer will have one. They're still in the phases of building up their studios. Yeah, that's it, really. I don't see anything else. But yeah, I agree with you. Nintendo and Sony are all of the big ones that I would be interested in. I don't think Ubisoft will do much with Sparks of Hope. I think they will put that in a Nintendo Direct, and they'll probably want it in a Nintendo Direct to get more eyeballs. But yeah, I think that's essentially... it, really. I would be more interested in seeing what Nintendo and Sony does. They usually have the better games, the more interesting announcements, and I believe that's coming in September. I don't see what other time that they would do it, unless they... I'll put it this way. If they have nothing to announce for the next 3 months, then maybe December is when they'll have the Nintendo Direct. But I'm expecting a September Direct.
Yeah. Especially since it's been a little while from an announcement, I would definitely say that Nintendo's got to have some sort of presentation for September.